Nearly 500 teenagers are injured or killed every year in alcohol-related crashes in North Carolina. Alcohol law enforcement reached out to WRAL asking to do a rare interview about underage drinking and driving.
WRAL Investigates Sarah Kruger shares why the ALE director says he needs more resources to try to put a stop to this.
There's an emptiness in Tarsha Palmer's life.
Every day I think about him.
Her only child, 17-year-old Jordan Humphrey, is gone.
It's just so quiet now.
The Highway Patrol says 18-year-old Stephen Moore was driving while impaired. He crashed into a tree. Humphrey and another passenger in the car, Isaac Bowen, died. Those are the kinds of incidents ALE Director Brian House and his agents try to stop.
It's about preventing families from having to go through traumatic events where they lose a loved one.
For crashes involving teens, state data shows in recent years more than 6,000 involved alcohol. In Humphrey's crash and ones like it, the ALE tries to find the source of the alcohol, seeing if it may be a convenience store or a bar with a more widespread issue of selling to minors. House says ALE finds about 800 total violations a year, many of those for serving to underage people. In North Carolina, people convicted of that face at least mandatory fines and community service. State law means the businesses might have to pay up too.
We have a specific law that creates civil liability for an individual as well as a business that sells alcohol to an underage person if there's an injury as a result of a collision afterwards.
The biggest challenge for the ALE, fewer staff and more demand. House acknowledges some investigations are slipping through the cracks. He says the ALE is struggling to fill its 111 sworn positions, even as the number of businesses it's supposed to monitor soars.
Who suffers when there are not enough ALE agents?
I would say the communities that we serve suffer as a result.
In the Person County crash, investigators were not able to pinpoint where the alcohol came from. Still, Palmer thinks trying to do so is important.
That could help save lives as well.
She's sharing her heartbreak, hoping to prevent others.
Please do not get behind the wheel. In order to keep your life, call somebody, let them know, I need a ride, and get back home to your parents safe.
Sarah Kruger, WRAL News.
Palmer has started a scholarship fund with the family of the other boy who died, who was one of her son's best friends. As for the driver, she says she wishes only the best for him as she tries to picture if it were her son in his shoes.